Oh, it's live the room. Let me see. Is it? That's funny. Okay, guys, give me a minute because I'm trying to see if it's actually really working. It's my first time using this streaming thing on my computer. This is funny. Let me see. Let me see. Wow, it is working. Okay, okay. Okay. Putting it on do not disturb. Now we have to go live on Instagram. I'm not gonna be before you guys long, honestly. I'm really not gonna be before you guys long. I will not be before you guys long. Why is this so weird? I'm trying to see. Where do I want to put it at? I can put it on middle. Y'all better be YouTube. Okay. Alright. Good afternoon. Dang, I always begin this wrong. Good afternoon, you guys, because it's like, yeah. Okay, so the topic today that I have for you guys is titled Music, Why It Is Important, Who and What You Listen to. So, first off, I just want to get into about how music changes your mood. And studies have shown that music does change your mood. And I remember I was looking up something that they were talking about, like when you listen to like what's it called, like mellow music, it makes you feel that way. Just just the different things. So I'm just gonna get straight into it. I have like a list of like different artists that I'm gonna like talk about and stuff like that. Not really bash them, but just talk about it, just like. Okay, so a lot of you guys probably know the new artist called Sexy Red. Okay, let me just read off the list. I put it down. This is not all of them, but Sexy Red, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Mulatto, Usher, Future, and like anybody you could think of that they talk about sexual songs. So, wait, I'm trying to see if this YouTube thing's still on. Okay, so yeah, sorry, y'all. I'm trying to see the YouTube thing still on. So basically, God just wanted me to talk about like how it is very important the kind of music that you're listening to, because if you're trying to stay away from what's the word? If you're trying to stay away from sexual sin, lust, perversion, and all that kind of stuff, if you're listening to any of these artists that I just listed, or you guys know the R&B, hip hop, stuff like that, any artist that's talking about like sex and stuff like that, it's not good for you to listen to that, because I can attest in my own life back in the day. It's me talking about back in the day, like I'm old. Back in the day, I'll be listening to that kind of stuff when I was younger, and I remember my dad had caught me. He probably gonna see this. My dad had caught me one time listening to what's it called, Alicia Keys, and he was like, why are you listening to that? this is like for grown folks, like love songs and stuff like that. And I'm just bringing that up just to say, like, it really is very important, like the kind of artists that you're listening to, because as well, you don't know what some of these artists are doing. Like some of these artists are literally doing demonic rituals, going to voodoo priests and all this stuff like that to get notoriety, get more money, and all of the above. Like honestly, like this is something that I feel like God is really dealing with a lot, because I just saw, I don't know how true it is, but I saw it that Daddy Yankee decided that he wanted to be a Christian now. Like I see a lot, like God is moving a lot in the music industry, like drawing people back to him in the music industry. So I know this is definitely a topic that God wanted me to talk about, to let his people know, like, it is very important, the kind of people that you're listening to. I wanted to also get into like some of the artists that I definitely know. What did he say? Are we able to listen to songs if there's no bad words in it and it's just love songs? Yes, he did. I would say that with that, I would say if you're trying to stay away from like sex before marriage, the love songs, I don't think that's a good idea, because I mean, I don't know how it's gonna make you feel, but I remember back when I used to listen I would start thinking about like people and stuff like that, or just thinking about a person I liked in that way when I would listen to the love song. So I would say, like, yeah, just be careful of that. Like if you're trying to make sure that you don't get to that place of going to have sex, I would say stay away from the love songs for now. And then even when you do get married, I would say that the love songs would be okay if you're married, as long as they're not like cussing and talking about like B's and H's and stuff like that. But let me make sure I answer your question. Yeah. And yeah, thank you for that, because I saw it, but I was like, oh, is this true? Because he's old. But yeah, let me get back to the thing. So some artists that I definitely know who are definitely, I'm pretty sure, possessed, and I know for sure doing demonic rituals. Like they're so open about it. Lil Nas X, Lil Uzi, Doja Cat, Beyonce, Travis Scott, and Playboi Carti. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have seen Doja Cat lately, because I know everybody that follows me, they don't listen to her or whatever. Or you guys probably heard about it. The girl had a music video, and she was a demon in the video. And you think that the devil is not trying to take us out through every single area and avenue in this world? Like, what? I remember I tried to watch the video. Let me talk about this. I remember I tried to watch the video to see what everybody was talking about. I couldn't even finish watching it. And then guess what? The video, the last part that I left off on the video, like she was a demon crawling on the wall. And you know how they call sleep paralysis? Like I think the lady in the video, she had sleep paralysis. And I remember I tried to go to sleep after, and I got sleep paralysis. I'm like, dang. But it was on me, because I should have known better. I think the title of the music video of the song is like Demons or something. I don't know. But then Lil Nas X, I remember I think a couple months ago, he made this like extremely demonic music video. Lil Uzi, he be wearing the satanic sign, symbol, or whatever. I don't know how to say it right properly. And then I know we all heard about the whole Travis Scott situation at his concert, where they were talking about pretty much it was like a portal that he had, and I think maybe 10 or something people died at his concert. And we really have to sit back and think, like, is that normal? That's not normal for people to die at a concert. Like, that's crazy. And I watched this video, and and I said it myself. It was like the people were entering in the tunnel, and it was like his mouth was wide open. That's demonic. Like, what the heck is that? And people dying at the concert. I guarantee you, if we were to have a camera inside Travis Scott's house, or follow him around and wherever he drives in and whatnot, we will find out that he does rituals, demonic rituals, to get the fame and the money and status that he has. A lot of these artists do these things, and we just casually listen to them, like, as if that is all good and dandy. And yeah, it just makes me think back to, like, when I was younger. Like, man, like, that stuff really did, like, whatever I listened to, like, especially if it was like a love song, like, it puts you in the mood to wanna, like, be like getting ready to get in the mood type stuff. So it's just really important for us, especially as Christian people, to be careful what we are listening to. I'm not going to be before you guys too long today. I just wanted to talk about that specific thing. And then the last two artists I want to talk about, I'm pretty sure is other artists, is the I don't know if I'm saying this right, XX Extension or something like that. Man, I remember I saw this guy before he died. It was crazy. Like, I forgot what it was at. It was like a cultural arts center thing or something like that back in, I forgot what's the exact date, but I saw this guy before he died. But I remember, like, I heard his music one time, and I said, this guy is really crazy and demonic. And I remember, like, watching his documentary. They were talking about how he was always fighting a lot, and like that he was just real crazy and like raged and riled up and stuff like that. And then his music, I would say he would fall into the genre of, like, people, like, I think they were talking about, like, a lot of, like, suicidal stuff and stuff like that. Like, I'm telling you guys, you really need to be careful the kind of music that you're listening to. Because I remember it, like, clear as day. Like, his fans, they were, like, talking about, oh, yeah, you helped me with suicide and all this stuff like that. I remember it was a song he was talking about suicide in the song. Like, man, that stuff is crazy. And I think he died, because I think I was the same age as him. He died at like 20 years old. And that's another thing I'm gonna talk about. Like, these rappers and stuff, they die fast and early because they are literally doing any and everything under the sun to get them to go to hell faster. Like, literally, we have to be careful what we're listening to. And then another one I want to talk about is Juice WRLD. Oh wait, no, I forgot about Playboy Cardi and Beyonce. I'm tripping. For the demonic ritual people. Okay, so for Beyonce, for my Beyonce fans, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but I listened to this guy, Richard Lorenzo Jr. You guys can look him up on Instagram and YouTube. He used to be a voodoo priest. He came out of witchcraft and stuff like that. He said, and I know he's not lying, and I always felt that way too, but he said that he saw Beyonce and her sister at the place where he does his voodoo, where he goes to see his voodoo priest, that they were there. Listen, I always knew it was something wrong about how, how music artists, they always have their time period where it would be like 2 or 3 years where they have like a bunch of hits and stuff like that, and then they, die out. That's just normal in the music industry for that to happen. right? So I will always question, I'm like, why is Beyonce like always on top? This is that and the other. And I'm like, guys, I guarantee you this lady is literally doing all kinds of blood sacrifices, rituals, and things of that nature to stay at the top. Literally, like it's crazy. And then I think this is the last one. Well, not the last one, but um for artists that I know of that do demonic stuff. Playboy Cardi. I think I looked it up yesterday and I think somebody also told me that he calls his fans and himself vampires. Like he calls himself a vampire, his fans are vampires or bloodsuckers or something like that. Listen, if you don't think that there's something wrong with that, I don't know what to tell you because that's not normal. Like I'm trying to tell you, like if we look back in the day, they weren't doing all this kind of crazy stuff. Like literally it is so important to who and what you are listening to because you don't know what these artists are doing because they could literally be putting you in a demonic trance or putting spells on their music and you're listening to it and it's downloading in your spirit. Like literally, for example, when you listen to gospel music, it puts you in a very good peaceful mood and you feel the presence of God on you. It's the same thing when you listen to these different types of genres of music that are not heaven sent, pretty much. That are like, these are literally people that are working for Satan. Like, I really just still think about, like, it's so scary for Doja Cat to literally, like, publicly, like, be showing all these demonic things in her music video, and we really don't think that there's nothing wrong. Or I know some people, they do think there's something wrong. Like, even the people in the world, they're talking about how crazy it is. Like, man, it is so crazy. Like, we really need to wake up. Like, Satan is not playing games with us at all. Like, literally. And it's funny, the artists I had listed that I know about, that they talk, like their songs put you like in a really sad mood, that are like well known, like everybody loved them. The last one that I'm gonna talk about is Juice WRLD. So Juice WRLD literally, from what I heard, like his songs, they were pretty much the same thing as XX, like very sad, depressing music. And Juice WRLD died young as well, just like XX. They both died young because I really truly believe that has a lot to do with the kind of music that they produced and the lifestyle that they were living. Like I said, like a lot of rappers die fast because they're involved in a lot of sins, a lot of sexual sin, a lot of drugs, all kinds of stuff that you can think of, and they die faster. Um, yeah, I said I wasn't gonna be before you guys too long today because it's not really much to go into detail about this kind of stuff. God just wanted somebody to know, be careful of what kind of music that you're listening to. And I know that somebody asked a question about if it has like no bad words. I would say, like, I would tell you as well. Just for everybody that watched the video, like, I would say pray. Pray about the songs that you feel like are okay, like they don't have any bad words and they're not speaking in derogatory way and stuff like that. I would say pray and ask God, like, hey guys, it's okay for me to listen to this artist. But I will also say, like, if you're a baby Christian and you're just trying to like get out of the world, I would tell you to stay clear away from it completely for a while, until God shows you or clears you to, like, listen to certain things or whatnot. Because this music stuff is serious. Like, I literally think about my own life when I was listening to crazy music, like, what's it called? Another artist. I know I'm laughing because it's like funny. You're welcome. Um, so another artist that I always thought was like funny as heck was Drake. Like Drake. I just want to say Drake is like a mixture of love song and sadness. And I know that's exactly what the heck that man be dealing with because he talks about it. Like, yeah. And I remember when I used to listen to it when I was younger, like, it would, like, sometimes I would cry sometimes when I would listen to this man's song. Like, that's crazy. Like, I'm just giving you guys examples of how music can literally change your whole mood and your emotions. Like, it is crazy. Like, guys, you really need to be careful what kind of music you're listening to, especially for my Christian people. Be very careful because that is another way that Satan can start luring you back into the lifestyle that God delivered you from, for sure. For sure. Let me make sure that's all I wanted to say, because I said I wasn't going to be before you guys too long. Yeah, that's it. That's it. And if you guys want to like listen to more, like I like what's it called? I like rap and stuff like that, R&B, hip hop, stuff like that. I have like this girl that I follow, and she has like a whole playlist of like different artists, Christian artists, and stuff like that. If you guys want the music, DM me or whatever, and or if you guys know me personally, you have my number, like just text me, hey, I want the music, the playlist and stuff like that. And that's it, guys, for today. I said I wasn't gonna be before you guys long. God just wanted me to talk about the music stuff, because it's getting really crazy right now in the world right now. It literally is. Like, Satan's musicians are literally like on the rise, but God's musicians are on the rise as well. So peace.